Welcome to Good Morning with Danielle. I'm your friendly real estate agent, Danielle. Today we are going to discuss if the basement area is included in the square footage of a home. First, I will provide two examples, then we will discuss if the basement area would be considered in the overall square footage of the home. Home number one, we have a finished basement with a family room, bedroom, and a full bathroom. Home number two, the basement has some sheetrock, an unenclosed toilet, and a painted floor. The first home reflects the basement and number of bedrooms, including the one in the basement area, in the total square footage and price. The second home only includes the square footage of the main floors and does not count the 240 square foot bedroom in the basement. So, which listing shows the correct square footage of a basement? The short answer is both. Therefore, does a basement count towards the overall square footage of a home? As a general rule of thumb, listing agents and appraisers don't count a finished basement towards the overall square footage, especially if the basement is completely below grade, which means below ground level. Whether an appraiser includes basement living areas ultimately depends on which state you live in. Your local county assessor's office determines whether appraisers can count the square footage, finished or unfinished, as part of what is known as the gross living area. What about walkout basements? For the states that allow listings to include a basement in the overall square footage of the home, there must be an egress and ingress. One reason for this rule is that you cannot have a legal bedroom in the basement without an exit in case of a fire. If the above ground floor is on fire, the room in the basement must provide at least window access to the outside. This is also known as the walkout basement. In this case, the square footage is calculated based on how much of the basement is above grade. How does square footage affect your mortgage? The overall square footage of real estate factors into an appraisal and therefore the financing of a home. Your appraiser must generally appraise the home for at least the sales price in order for the lender to provide the funds. Here's what Fannie Mae has to say with regards to basement square footage. Only finished above grade areas can be used in calculating and reporting of above grade room count and square footage for the living space. Fannie Mae considers a level to be below grade if any portion of it is below grade, regardless of the quality of its finish or the window area of any room. How does finished basement square footage affect your home's value? Even though the homes are generally not priced strictly on square footage, a nicely finished basement generally adds to the value of a home. While the price per square foot for a chic basement isn't typically as elevated as main level upgrades, an appraiser or even potential buyers will certainly appraise the home's value higher with the additional living space in the basement. This is true whether the basement is a walkout or below ground. A home may bring in a higher price if the basement impresses buyers. This is true even if the square footage is not included in the listing. Focus on the usable space and how much value you will gain from it. You can also include an appraisal contingency in the offer. That way, you can back out if the home appraises for less than you expected. I hope this information was helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a good day.